Hello there. Yeah, normally you'd see my face for these kind of videos, but decided not to do that for this one. I'm actually still wearing pajamas, but nothing real fancy, you know. Just a long sleeve white shirt and gray sweatpants. Anyways, so yeah, so it's raining here. It's been raining quite a lot here in Sydney the last couple of days. I don't know how long that's going to be for. Apparently it's like the sort of the wet season here, kind of a whole dry season, wet season thing here in Australia. So I thought that was pretty interesting. But as I did a bit of reorganization of some stuff. So yeah, that's yeah, the box here. I don't know if I ever said it before in a previous video, but the box here that they give us the kitchen stuff, you know, like the silverware and pots and pans and all that. Well, I've just been basically using that to throw my laundry in, so I didn't have to get a bag for it. And it's worked overall pretty well so far. And then of course, got some stuff on the shelf here. Kind of random, I know, but and then like, yeah, over here, just all the food stuff, you know, pretty much. Plus a few things I'd actually use, and then all that over here. My desk, nothing changed really with that. I mean, I cleared a few things off, but and then I didn't really change anything in the bathroom. And then yeah, I just got basically all the rest of my clothes in here. Which, yeah, the reason they weren't, I mean, no one was probably gonna care or wonder, but yeah, so yeah, I didn't actually have all my stuff spread out here like I have now. I literally just did this morning. You know, this Thursday morning. I woke up at like about 7-ish. I tried sleeping later, but I couldn't really. And my first class is at 11. I actually missed a class yesterday. Oops. So I tried looking online this morning to, I mean, I should have done it last night, but I only thought of it when it was too late. I should have, you know, man, I mean, I guess the hard thing is like, because I would basically wake up at a little bit of a different time each school day, you know, and all that. So basically means on like Wednesdays, I get the least amount of sleep because I have to wake up at like 6. But it can be a little bit tricky for me to do that because, again, like the other days of the week, I don't have to wake up at 6. So I'm generally used to not having to wake up at that time. Or if I do, it'll probably just be to run to the bathroom or something. But anyways, so yeah, hopefully I don't have them. Yeah, I make sure that that doesn't happen multiple many times. I think it was only really the first, maybe the second time that I've missed class because of it. I think I missed a different one on a different day once, but I've really not missed that many. I'm really not trying to, excuse me, make that a habit. But anyways, so yeah, I haven't really recorded really any new, or really all that many new videos of like non-Minecraft stuff sort of recently. I've not really had as much kind of going on or anything the most exciting. Again, kind of just dealing with school stuff. Yeah, also, I kind of figured that, you know, there's probably going to be a fair amount of times where it'll probably just be pretty regular, boring kind of days. Which isn't really anything particularly exciting. I know I want to make the most of time here, but I think maybe sometimes I forget that that could also mean that I need to have a good time. It's all right to have, you know, it's not a bad thing to have times, days which aren't necessarily the most particularly exciting. You know, where I just mostly just do the stuff that I need to do, right? You know, groceries or laundry or you know, class stuff or whatever. I do have I don't remember exactly what each thing is, but you do have like a major assignment for each one of my classes. I think that's due in like pretty close to the end of the month, or in like the first 2 weeks or so, maybe a little later than that in September. Depends on each class is different. Which I haven't really started all too much on any of them. I was considering doing a little bit this morning on one of them, but my computer froze up because it wanted to get some updates, and then after I finished getting the updates, and then it wanted me to restart my computer, and I hit the button, and like, yeah, my computer was just not really doing anything. It let me move my mouse around and like close tabs and stuff, but like I couldn't really click on anything, so it's kind of weird. But I don't know, probably fine. To be honest, I have you've seen the number of hours of you know, or the length, just the length of all the Minecraft videos that I've done. The thing is, almost all of them I've recorded on that, you know, on that school laptop, on that PC. So yeah, it's taken a fair beating to its battery life. That's for sure. I do kind of feel a little bad about that, because again, I don't know if that means that I might have to get it, you know, if I can keep that thing going well enough for me for the whole 4 years of you know, of uni or college or whatever. But anyways, in case you're wondering why this window is open, yeah, because that was a condensation, and I don't actually understand how it's getting all this rain on here if there's like an overhang like that, and the rain is not blowing towards the window. I don't know, it's weird. But anyways, so something different that I'm a little sad that I didn't really stick with, but I'm glad that I've done for a bit in the last couple of days, and this morning was taking like 20-30 minutes to just read one of the books that I got here. I can't really see it all too well. Alright, let me shut that for now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to open it back up again to let out, but I have to do that so I can get some fresh air in here. You know, it's pretty good. But anyways, so yeah, it's not really all that particularly bright in here. Besides that light there, or bathroom, you know, or toilet as they call it here. You know, I've really had this natural light here, but yeah, it's this morning after I watched a handful of videos on YouTube, I was like, you know, I'll go ahead and read for a little bit. So I read for like about 40 minutes or so, 45 minutes. That was nice. To be honest, I don't really know if I really like recall a ton of the stuff that I'm actually reading. It's kind of just like, for entertainment. It's not really academic stuff. I mean, it certainly could be. Some of that stuff certainly could be taught academically, or very similar things. But anyways. Anyhow. I don't know how much longer this video is going to be, because I probably like to have about 25-30 minutes or so to walk on over to class. So I don't know, that might mean anywhere from another 5 to 10 minutes, maybe. Here, depending on the exact time, but no, unfortunately, I don't have a watch. Probably should have had one. I did have had a few, but they're all kind of broken, and they're also, you know, back home in the U.S., so kind of can't really use them, you know, kind of that, you know, that's a sort of factor of that. But anyhow, oh yeah, and last night I had I can't really see it all that well, but I had some Hungry Jacks for the first time, believe it or not. I know. Yeah, you think, oh yeah, you're an American, right? Well, you know, you're supposed to have had Hungry Jacks, or as we call it in the U.S., Burger King. Although yes, I'm aware that there's an Australian Burger King that is like it's a different business. I know the whole lawsuit thing and all that happened, whatever it was here. But anyways, you know, and like, it was okay. It wasn't great, but I think for the price, which was, I mean, not ideal, but here is probably pretty normal. You know, I got a nice combo of like, what was it, like 2 chicken sandwiches, and then like some chips, and it was like a Biscoff milkshake. I think I've had like probably like 1 or 2 other Biscoff things here. I don't know. I don't love it. I certainly like a lot of other flavors a lot more. But yeah. Some other people in this part of the dorm are back, I guess, from their class or something. But anyways, yeah, Biscoff, for anyone who lives in the U.S. or basically anywhere in the world that doesn't know what Biscoff is, essentially, I feel like it kind of tastes somewhere between like some kind of like cinnamon or something, and like cinnamon and brown sugar, and like coffee. So I don't know, I liked it. I think the word Biscoff is actually, I think when I looked it up, it's actually a play of the words biscuit and coffee together. So yeah, it's kind of a middle sort of between those two things. But anyways, it was nice. Nothing, you know, terribly special. But I'm glad I had it. I mean, I know it's overall pretty familiar type of meal. Burger and chips. It was weird to say chips, because I want to say fries, but you know, that's just force of habit from where I'm from. But anyways, yeah, no, I have the most interesting visuals in a lot of these videos, I know. You know, sorry, I don't have high-rise complex with, entire massive structures and features and all kinds of crazy shit. So you're just gonna have to deal with it. But anyways, I guess the last couple things on my mind here before I get dressed and then head on over to class. I was checking on Amazon Prime here, and I don't actually really know any like really good like sci-fi movies or series or anything like that. It's like an Australian show. So if any of you all know anything like that, that might be on Amazon Prime. Preferably for free, so I don't have to rent it out or buy it. Be much appreciated, or maybe any other sort of free streaming services that exist here in Australia. I don't really know if that's really a thing here or not, but I mean, streaming services. I'm very aware that it is a thing here. I just don't know if like free ones exist here, but that's really a thing. But maybe that's a stupid thing to say. But anyways, I did see that even though I can't really watch any of one of my favorite shows of all time, Stargate, SG-1 or Stargate Atlantis, unfortunately, or even some of the movies. I was able to watch the original Stargate movie, which was nice. And I also went and added to my watch list the Stargate Continuum movie. And I don't remember if the Arc of Truth one is free or and if it's available here or not, but nonetheless. Anyhow. So anyways, kind of weird for me to anyone who's not a Stargate fan, basically the same with the two movies there. It's like the original one and then like one of the 2 or 3 movies that exist after the long ass 10 seasons of the main show Stargate SG-1. So kind of, massive time jump and all that. But it's kind of funny because Stargate Continuum and the whole the whole plot of the movie is about time travel. So anyways, enough of that. I really need to get going and all that. Weird little thing for me. I think it's not really that weird, probably pretty normal, is like, I don't really know entirely why, but like a lot of the times, either back home or here, like when it's a work day or a school day and I'm about to go to work or school, or both, I guess, because during my last school year back home, I worked for the school, so there's that. But nonetheless, I always feel like a little bit like anxious from like, I don't really want to I don't really want to go out of my room. I don't really want to get out of my bed. I think it's pretty standard practice. It's pretty relatable. Pretty relatable, I think. Anyways, but nonetheless, you just press on through, and then I end up being fine, and then things work out. So, sometimes in life, just getting started is the hardest part. So anyways, enough of that. If you enjoyed this video, if you want to see more my talks or adventures or whatever, talk about monologue about, let's be real, on here in these videos, feel free to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell. It really helps us a lot. Appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.